The thing is with genuine rivalry is that it never really ends, it never really goes away. The Benn Eubank rivalry will be reignited as a fight that none of us expected to happen will happen. Conor Benn will take on Chris Eubank Jr. and they will finish what their father started.
Whether Eubank can take a shot tonight, we will find out if he can.
60% is what I will be on the night, and 60% will be enough to crush this man.
If I was the smallest out of them all, but I pack a much harder punch. Conor's exactly the same. We're small, but we're compact, mate.
He thinks I'm going to be easy work, and that's fine. Let him think that. Think what he wants. I'm too hungry, and I'm a savage.
The pedigree and the caliber of fighter that people are claiming that he is, I don't see it. He is coming up in weight, so the combination of both means that I'm very relaxed about this fight. I'm very confident and very comfortable. I do underestimate him.
I mean, he knows what buttons to press, but I mean, yeah, he knows what buttons to press. I'm in control. It's controlled aggression always.
Chris Eubank Jr. and Conor Benn will continue a simmering family feud that has spanned more than 3 decades and defined an era in British boxing when they collide in a blockbuster showdown. We welcome you back to Boxing Stars All Access, Tale of the Fight, Episode 2.
This fight appeals to so many different generations. Granddads that watched the original fight, fathers, and now the younger generation that are watching these two flourish. I don't think there's many people in a country that won't know this fight's happening and won't be tuned in, and it's a massive fight.
You taking me like this is going to be your problem.
I can't do anything else but
okay, that's fine, and you carry on playing poker and losing.
Well, I think Conor's in great shape. Of course, the disadvantage is his size going into this fight, but he's sitting there now at 163 pounds, looking like he's ready to make championship weight at welterweight, so he's ready.
I'm going to take you to school, I'm going to walk you through the doors, I'm going to sit you down in class, and I'm going to stick on you, and I'm going to teach you every single lesson you need to learn. One of us is in for extremely rude awakening. I don't think it's going to be me.
And I'm going there, and if I see a slight opening, I'll take him out. I'm going to go for it. I can't lose.
This is the most important fight of my career.
Eubank Jr. versus Benn, a nostalgic fantasy fight which pits the offspring of British boxing's most famous enemies against one another, would simply never be happening if not for the rivalry synonymous with their family names, and both sons have been forced out of their comfort zone of the catchphrase to make it happen.
You have Eubank, the enigma. He was the master of technique. Nigel Benn was the master of violence. They just didn't like each other.
One of Britain's most fierce and iconic rivalries in just under a week.
Fight to keep their family's boxing legacy alive.
Eubank Jr. and Conor Benn will follow in their father's footsteps.
A showdown that promises to bring the UK to a standstill.
For the third instalment of Eubank versus Benn.
He's an oppo in my way that I've got to get my hands on and beat.
There's a huge amount of pressure on me for this fight.
Baby Wayne and Ted's responsible for this shit. Half the time I question my consciousness in this shit. 33 years to the game. Hey.
I can't think of a storyline in any sport similar to this one where the sons meet 30 years later at that level of sport. And that's, sounds like a Hollywood film, sounds like we've dreamt it up.
The fact that it was a draw, it's time for the sons to sell the business and set the score straight.
I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to entertain. I'm going to teach this young man a lesson. And, will it go 12 rounds? I don't think so. He thinks he's going to knock me out. He says he's going to be the first man to stop me. So that's, it's going to be an explosive, it's going to be a dangerous fight for both of us. But a victory will be secured.
Me winning this fight clarifies and cements the Benn legacy, in my opinion. The last fight, I believe my dad should have won.
coming for the stoppage. You know, no doubt about it. If I see my shot, I'm gonna take it. And you know what? When I shoot, I don't miss.
It's been a phenomenal rise. Oh, good 1-2, and he's down!
And this is the first time I've ever said it throughout my entire career. If I lose this fight, I retire. Because losing to a Conor Benn at this stage in my career, it means that I'm not the fighter that I thought I was or that I think I am. You know, I want to challenge for world titles within the next 6 to 12 months. I can't do that with a loss to Conor Benn. This is an extremely, important fight, and there's a lot of pressure on me to not only win, but to uphold the name, the family legacy that we have created. Right now, the Eubank name is in front of the Benn name in the history books, and I'm going to keep it that way.
Many speculators believe that the genuine prospect Conor Benn doesn't need to be in this kind of fight at this stage. They believe Eubank is just too big and powerful for Benn, but others think Chris Eubank Jr. isn't the caliber of fighter to stop the destroyer. The weight, height, and reach advantage for Eubank will be the difference though. Many fighters struggle to move up, we've seen it many times. But Benn could be much better than any of us has realized, and if he stops Eubank, then he definitely is in the book of top fighters. Eubank has his flaws, but he's not washed up or trashed by any means. Benn is naturally confident, something inherited from his dad. Plus a natural self-belief of an undefeated fighter that's been on a winning streak and is hungry to prove to the world that is #1. This is what makes him dangerous. Benn is also taking confidence from defeating Chris Van Herden faster than Spence. Defeating Chris Algieri faster than Manny Pacquiao, Amir Khan and Spence, and there are a few others he beat in a more devastating fashion than more accomplished boxers. The boxers who Benn beat are just that though, fighters that have already been beaten up. But on the other hand, they're arguably more talented than Eubank's recent opponents.
My dad, more for me, is a reminder of who I am and the blood I have running through my veins. You know, as if you look at the odds, I wasn't supposed to fight the way I do fight, with ferociousness, tenacity, intensity, spitefulness. That all comes from what's inside me. You know, so having my dad there reminds me that that's that gladiator blood I got in me.
We really don't know how good Benn is yet though. In his last few fights, he's looked incredible. Sure, his opponents were all over the hill and are ring rusty, but his punch selection, head movement, and most of all his power all passed the eye test. He absolutely destroyed some of those heavily experienced guys, and they all looked terrified of him while they were in the ring. Benn looks like an extremely hungry fighter at the moment too, and he seems to be training very hard with the right team behind him.
This boy is in trouble.
He hasn't lost. He's had a lot of good knockout wins. He doesn't know how to lose yet. And if he's anything like his old man, he will go out on shield, which makes him dangerous.
When I interviewed him, I said, what did you see when you looked in Conor Benn's eyes? And he said, I see someone who's not scared, I see someone who's ready. Did you get that right?
Surprised me he said that, to be quite honest with you. Yeah, I'm coming in there tying him up. You know, there's nothing seductive as a dangerous idea. I'm all about risks. Risks give me goosebumps. Risk makes life exciting.
He's heavy-handed. But Algieri doesn't have the chin that Chris Eubank Jr. has.
So he certainly does not.
Conor can, if he can connect with that type of shot against me, I'm going to smile in his face. I'm not going down like Chris Algieri did. If he's able to hit me with a shot like that, and then he sees me looking at him and smiling and saying, yeah, come on, where's the next one? How's he going to react? That's what we're going to find out.
And Eubank stopping the forward advance of Yildirim, and he's finding holes in that guard. Yildirim being forced backwards, and a thunderous left
Thanks for watching Boxing Stars. Hope you enjoyed our Chris Eubank Jr. versus Conor Benn, Tale of the Fight Episode 2. Please like, share and subscribe. You can also leave your say on the comment section. We are looking forward to hearing your thoughts and predictions. For now, goodbye.